'cause you never show.
Hey everyone. So growing up, my mother always used to make chicken Dijon. I honestly have never seen this in a restaurant, so I don't know if it's a real thing or not. But Natalie's not a fan of chicken at all. So we do pork Dijon. So I've got all my stuff laid out here in stations. I've got some pork in the sink so I don't make a mess. But I'm just gonna walk you through kind of how I set this up and how to make it. It's incredibly simple. So basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna bread the pork, and these are just boneless pork chops. So first station is just flour. Then we have a bowl here with our mixture, which is first gonna be eggs. So I've got an egg beat in here. We've got Dijon mustard, and I typically add about 2 tablespoons. And then soy sauce, we use low sodium, and I'm gonna add just about a tablespoon, and I'm gonna mix that all together. And I'm gonna look at the consistency. I want it to be about the same consistency as an egg, so because I didn't measure it out, we just need to make sure that it's about the consistency of an egg. And it needs a little bit more, so it needs to be a little thicker, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more Dijon mustard. And that'll just kind of help the breading. And then I have regular breadcrumbs, but panko works fine as well, just kind of to your taste. And I'm gonna add some garlic powder to it. Again, this is obviously to taste. Paprika. And I normally kind of just do this until it's completely coated. And some black pepper. And if it was just for me, I would do this with some salt as well. But being that Paxton is going to eat this as well, it's obviously better for him not to get the added sodium. So we're going to take each one of these, obviously, we're going to run through, just make sure it's got a good coating. And if you've never breaded anything before, and if you think you can skip the flour, don't try it. It won't turn out very well. So I like to make these in the air fryer. It's super easy. Basically, you just spray some oil on the bottom of the pan. I cook them at about 350, and again, this is heavily dependent on your air fryer, but I cook mine on 350 for about 7 to 10 minutes. It just depends on the thickness, and typically a couple minutes before I think they'll be ready, just based on looks. We'll check them. One other pro tip is spray the bottom of your pan, and then also spray the top of whatever you've breaded. In this case, obviously the pork, just to make sure that in some cases it can kind of get like a floury texture, or it can burn a little bit easier as well. So we're gonna hop on in, and we're gonna put these in the air fryer, and we'll take a look at them when they're done. Everything's focused. We're gonna go ahead and pull these out and cut one to check and make sure it's good. I'm hoping that this focused well on here, but you can see it's pretty nice and crispy. Obviously this is the one that I cut. All of mine were about 3/4 of an inch thick, and it took just about 12 minutes in our air fryer, and I did not flip them. So some people will flip them, but I do not. I don't suggest flipping them. It's just easier that way, and you don't run the risk of breaking the breading off.
P, I know it looks deconstructed, but I promise you that's the pork. Do you want to take a piece? Apparently we like strawberries better. But I promise you he likes it. So if you have no idea what this would taste like, and if you know what Dijon mustard tastes like, it has kind of like a little hint of Dijon mustard flavor. Whatever flavor you put in the breadcrumbs, obviously it'll take up that flavor as well. But it's incredibly easy to make. It takes 4 or 5 minutes to prep it. And it's one of those things also that you can kind of prep and eat for a couple days. This is going to be 2 meals for us today and tomorrow. So we'll put all the instructions in the description below. Let us know what you think, and if you have any other suggestions for us. Yum, yum. Yeah? Do you like having your own plate? Mmm. You have a strawberry mustache or beard. A mustache.